Berkerapak membawa manfaat. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And hello everyone. Sabahul khair. And welcome to the first monthly podcast where your monthly dose of insights and discussions from the heart of UNISSA. So, siapa yang bercakap? Nama saya Kamalin Mastura binti Abdul Muttalib, Exco Unit Kesenian dan Kebudayaan. And then my name will be Malin saja, so you guys can call me Malin saja throughout the monthly podcast. So di sebelah saya ni,
and I'm Zain Karina binti Abdul Malik, Exco Unit Pembangunan Kemahiran, and we're thrilled to be your host for this exciting journey. So this podcast is more than just a collection of conversation. It's a collaborative effort between UKSKB and UPK, the two dynamic groups of MPP. Together, we're weaving stories, insights, and experiences that make UNISSA truly exceptional.
mashallah. So, akhirnya Zuin, we get to release the first ever episode of the monthly podcast. Yay! Alhamdulillah. After so many attempts and so many plannings juga, you guys cannot imagine macam how many times we planned, conduct meetings about this monthly podcast. Akhirnya, semua kan approve dan lancarkan, and here we are, macam you guys watching our first episode.
So for this episode, we will be discussing about many different things, topics, especially to introduce you guys to what this monthly podcast is all about. So you guys must be wondering, what is this podcast, since it's very new to UNISSA. And then we will also be talking about the different units in MPP, and then we will also be touching on academic tips, life tips, etc.
Yeah. So for the first episode ini, we will be explaining in a more chill setting saja. So we just want to share to you guys or introduce to you guys what you guys will be expecting throughout the monthly podcast lah so far. So maybe we can dive into the first agenda or the first topic that we want to tell you guys, which is apa kan UPK sama UKSKB ni. So maybe Zuin kali dulu introduce UPK.
So you guys must be curious kan, apa UPK, apa UKSKB, UKI, apa untuk? So to give you guys some context, UPK ni in the name it's Unit Pembangunan Kemahiran. So in English it's Skills Development Unit. So it kind of overlaps kan with a lot of different units seperti UKI, Unit Kesawanan dan Inovasi, UKSKB, UKTS, because UPK, basically we handle forums, talk shows, academic talks, etc. Because dulu, previously, it was called Unit Academic dan Kepimpinan, and then it got renewed to Unit Pembangunan Kemahiran so that it covers a wider
Macam area kan ya?
Area, yeah, correct. What about Malin? Apa UKSKB?
Alright, so thank you Zuin for UPK. Tapi sebelum itu, I want to macam gitu, UPK ni is actually an amazing unit lah basically. Sebenarnya UPK ni it dominates the other expo units gitu. Because UPK is kan it's skills kan, mostly skills. So ia boleh semua tu. Macam we are under you sebenarnya. No. Okay, so
Sama-sama.
Yeah. So UKSKB. Okay, Unit Kesenian dan Kebudayaan. So if people were to macam dengar UKSKB, so the first thing that comes to mind is MC. So yeah, benar pulang. UKSKB ni mostlynya we MC. So in every official UNISSA events ataupun especially MPP events itu, if you guys ada lihat macam the MC punya table or sebenarnya MC, most probably the MC will be UKSKB punya team. So yeah, that's what the UKSKB team has been doing for the past year. Jadi UKSKB. Tapi I just want to tell the audience and semua UNISSA students that UKSKB ni sebenarnya it touches on arts and culture, and it's also one of the skills juga. UKSKB ni fokusnya are anything kesenian dan kebudayaan. So kesenian dan kebudayaan, kalau kamu terfikir both of the words satu, iaitu tu kami akan memahirkan lagi kamu punya skills and macam itulah. So kesenian ni banyaknya like syair, pantun and MC juga. Mostly kalau kesenian dan kebudayaan ni involving vocal projection sebenarnya. That's why people jarang tahu lah about us. So it's more to like vocal projection like MC and pidato. And usually any events yang involving MC ni we will turun lah macam tu. Maybe that's all kali for UKSKB. Yeah, it's most apa ni, it's just arts and culture lah macam tu.
Memang mashallah lah UKSKB. Very diverse areas that they touch on. And then biasanya orang-orang UKSKB ni, they are very vocal, very confident, very admirable.
Thank you Zilin for that. You fikir pun sama lah. So we both. So okay, so I think you guys sudah tahu kali and well informed juga apa you fikir, apa UKSKB. So I think it's time to move on to the next one. Sama for this podcast episode and for episode yang akan datang juga, we will be macam cakap in a more comfortable setting. So jangan heran lah kalau mixed languages-nya macam English dia, Malay dia, Arabic dia, French dia tiba-tiba di sini ni, Korea. Ya, datang Korea. So
yang penting multilingual lah.
Ya, multilingual lah tadi di sini ni satu. So ya, santai saja. Kami will chill and then macam interact with you guys di sana dengan setting yang comfortable setting macam tu. So Zuin, I think we can proceed to the next one kali.
Okay. Sorry, I forgot script. Anyways, of course you guys must be curious apa official podcast naman. Pasal yang dalam Instagram tu monthly podcast saja. Macam ada nama.
Itu kan? Macam kami banyak sudah countdown dan segala advertisement kami ada, and then the video pun kami ada post juga kan. And then we will reveal the official name masa the first episode. So tiba masanya the first episode sudah, and then we will reveal apa nama our podcast. So Zuin, care to tell the audience semuanya what is our name?
So, the monthly podcast will be named as Kerapak Podcast!
Woo! So yeah, it's Kerapak Podcast. So, we will be changing the name after this. Macam kami will advertise Kerapak Podcast as macam UNISSA's monthly podcast. Tapi baru nama saya tu kami bagi tahu tu. Baru nama. Tapi apa kan monthly podcast ni? Itu. Tapi Zuin, do you want to macam beritahu our audience what is our monthly podcast is all about?
So basically, to explain a little bit lah, our goal is to bring engaging conversations with various guests. We've got a diverse lineup of guests coming up, so stay tuned. So what can you expect from Kerapak Podcast? Picture this. Each episode is a journey into the depths of our university, exploring the myriad units within MPP such as UL, SC, UKI, and so on. So we're going to be peeling back to the curtains to showcase the incredible works, research and passion that goes behind the scenes. Because usually orang ramai, the mahasiswa and mahasiswi, dorang lihat the outcomes of the events. Dorang dah tahu what goes on behind the scenes, apa the MPPs perlu buat untuk execute the events as nicely as possible.
Yes, betul. So basically, the monthly podcast ni kami will fokuskan exco units of MPP lah. Kami kan menguatkan dorang. So such as ourselves juga, we both are exco units of MPP juga. Tapi mostlynya exco MPP ni dorang macam tidak ada masa ataupun ada specific platform untuk kami tu macam shine lah macam tu. Mostlynya Big 7 dia saja yang shine. So mostlynya Big 7 saja yang shine. So kami mau ada platform tu exco units yang macam, oh so this is the exco units for each tu. So maybe sana UNISSA students tahu macam ekskul UNISSA ni ada banyak macam BKI as Zuin cakap tadi, tapi they don't know specifically what do we do. Macam sana kalau we explain macam in our monthly podcast ni, I think everyone macam boleh more faham kami tu macam mana macam tu, and then more tahu, and then sana if they have something to tell us ataupun to collab with us apa, dalam tahu siapa kan diaga for the specific exco unit tu. Bukan for exco unit saja, tapi we will be inviting pensyarah juga kan, lecturers of UNISSA, in which we sudah invite and handpicked. And so you guys mesti stay tuned now for the rest of the podcast episodes, because ada banyak podcast episodes yang menanti for this year macam tu. So there will be lecturers and alumni of UNISSA, in which if kamu curious siapa yang kami akan invite para our monthly podcast, so stay tuned. And then lastnya ada a surprise special guest.
So basically untuk the last episode, untuk penutup, we will be inviting a very very important person from UNISSA, inshallah. So you guys should stay until the very end of this series to
macam lihat lah, so stay tuned to macam lihat siapa yang kami invite masa hari tu untuk penutup for the monthly podcast lah macam tu. So we have so many exciting topics untuk kan di-discuss with you guys. Mostlynya we want to advertise UNISSA more to the public, since monthly podcast ni our sasaran is target audience ni is warga UNISSA and also the public juga. So everyone should know how UNISSA operates and macam mana UNISSA ni satu. So throughout our monthly podcast, which is Kurapa podcast, we will be showcasing and then telling you guys stories from UNISSA that everyone macam not many people know macam tu. So please watch our monthly podcast, Kurapa podcast. So apa lagi Zuin yang we need to tell the audience about our Kurapa podcast?
So basically, from what Malin said, it's basically a platform untuk empower the different MPP units. Tapi this mestinya untuk UNISSA students saja, warga the public juga boleh dengar, because we'll be sharing different tips about academics, about life. So it's for everyone to dengar. It's not just for students.
So itu tu, kalau you're a student ataupun university student or kan masuk university, you guys boleh stay tuned and dengar our podcast, because it contains many beneficial macam informations ataupun something yang boleh buat kamu prepared for university life pun boleh, especially if kamu sudah in university, contohnya di UBD ke apa and so on. Kamu boleh macam ambil inspiration lah daripada apa yang kami kan cakap for every stories about UNISSA and so on macam tu. Tadi we sudah macam explain about monthly podcast kan Zuin. So everything about monthly podcast yang you must know ataupun the audience must macam know lah about our Kurapa podcast sudah kami explain. But if you guys have any inquiries ataupun any questions for us, be sure to DM us ka our IG MPPUNISSA_UPK and then MPPUNISSA_UKSKB, either one. So we will always excited to balas your text ataupun DM or questions. So just ask away saja if you have any inquiries. And nanti we will buat macam a link here for macam itulah if ada any feedbacks and whatnot macam tu. Okay, so since that's done sudah. So now that we've set the stage for what you can expect from the monthly podcast, so let's delve into the heart of our first episode. So Zuin, maybe you can explain the next part.
So that's right. So our collaboration between UKSKB and UPK is all about highlighting the diverse talents and perspective in regards to UNISSA.
Yes.
So particularly we wanted this podcast to be a platform for the speakers to speak about their relevant topics and empower themselves. So along with this, kami pun will advertise what's going on in UNISSA that week, that month, and so on.
Yes.
So seperti mana this year, as you guys know, ini baru January.
Yes, baru macam permulaan to 2024. Tapi UNISSA masa ni Masya Allah sudah banyak many events sudah.
Inshallah.
Ya, Masya Allah. Tapi itu tu, for the first episode, kami just mau advertise to the public what UNISSA has done, macam apa UNISSA sudah buat for welcoming the new year lah, macam tu. So maybe there are so many events that we want to share to you guys. So untuk episode yang akan datang, maybe ada banyak different topics lah. But for the first episode ini adalah saja we want to talk to you guys or tell you guys gitu. So Zuin, what's the update for UNISSA so far? Banyak kan? Banyak berbes.
This week very packed Masya Allah lah, UNISSA very active. So recently Al-Qudwah ada buat event namanya dari UNISSA untuk Gaza.
Yes.
And then that program ada banyak jualan, and then ada forum juga, then ada persembahan lah.
Ada banyak performances. So basically UNISSA for now, dorang sudah banyak anukan events for especially untuk support our brothers and sisters in Palestine, Gaza. So this is one of UNISSA punya usaha UNISSA untuk raise awareness lah for what is happening in Gaza masa ni. So as Zuin cakap tadi, the first event is dari UNISSA untuk Gaza. So basically sudah dibuat masa last week, which is berapa hari bulan tu?
Yang event Al-Qudwah tu ia masa 10 hari bulan January.
Yes.
Hari Rabu.
Yes, and it's done in one day, tapi packed. Dari 10:30 it's the official macam opening lah with rector turun and segalanya. Ada banyak talks and then sambung with banyak performances and high tea talk show juga masa patangnya. And then ini adalah self advertisement lah kan. I'm one of the masters of ceremony for that event. Kira Qudwah invite me as one of the master ceremonies alongside with Syafiq Iskandar, which is Exco Unit Kesehatan, Keselamatan dan Persekitaran. Okay. So especially kan cerita sikit lah experience jadi Masters of Ceremony for that event, which is dari UNISSA to Gaza tu. Performance dorang tu memang menyentuh hati lah Zuin. Dorang macam ada sketsa lagi dari PBSM, and then performance lain pun poetry juga, and then tausyih nasyid. And then dorang tu memang mostly mau highlight the kesusahan our brothers and sisters in Palestine, Gaza. So memang kalau siapa yang ada di sana memang terus macam sendu and then rasa sedih for our saudara dan saudari di sana macam tu. So that's one of the events. So maybe the next event?
Just to add on, tadi yang Al-Qudwah punya event itu ada jual-jualan kan tu.
Yeah.
And then 50% of the profit goes to our brothers and sisters di Palestine.
Yes. Zuin, bukannya Zuin ke one of the yang menjual vendors di sana?
Yeah. I was one of the penjual under booth Gausawanan, which is salah satu koku lah yang ada di UNISSA.
Yeah, so we both ada macam ada juga bagi input in that event. So kami pun semangat juga kan merealisasikan the event which is dari UNISSA untuk Gaza to support our Palestine. And the next event is Almari Infak, which is daripada UKMKS, Unit Kemasyarakatan dan Kesukarelawanan. So Almari Infak pun one of the things yang macam membagi amal lah pada UNISSA ni. So maybe Yuzwin can explain further about the Almari Infak.
So Almari Infak ni bukan just a day event, it's an ongoing event until habis sekolah, habis uni.
Yes.
And then if you guys must be wondering kan di mana Almari tu. So basically it's located area Searing MPP office.
Yes.
Which is area cafeteria
di bawah area hostel. Yes. So di sana you guys ada nampak ada almari besar yang warna coklat tu, sering MPP office and sering store juga. So you guys boleh macam dermakan anything lah, anything basically in terms of foods, drinks, and apa yang kamu rasa boleh diguna pakai oleh orang lain. So you guys boleh simpan di sana lah as macam sedekah for others macam tu.
Yang penting halal lah.
Ya, yang penting halal lah saja. Dan UKI pun juga unit keusahawanan dan inovasi. Diorang ada buat this satu amazing and macam cute lah diorang punya business ni. Kira diorang ada collab with amazing businesses yang bracelets apa tu segala tu, and the name is Nuts and Bonds. So if you guys mau check diorang punya Instagram page, so please do go arah MPPUNISSA_UKI. So basically Zuin mau explain about the business.
Thank you, Malin. So basically, Knots and Bonds ni membali bracelet daripada UKI. Tapi UKI collab with small local businesses.
Yes.
I think the price range itu affordable je lah. And then basically, you guys can give the bracelet itu to your friends, to your loved ones, and so on. So basically, the whole idea is to create stronger friendships and relationship, which is the knots and the bonds.
Yes.
So apa membuat
mengeratkan lagi silaturahim.
Mengeratkan silaturahim.
Yeah. So basically, serious kamu, dorang punya designs tu berhabis lawa and seriously aesthetically pleasing lah. So if kamu lihat dorang punya Instagram page, kamu will your eyes will be blessed. Pasal macam semua lawa-lawa warna dorang tu. So I think tapi ada due date lang tu bila habisnya. I think it's 15.
Yeah.
15 January. So basically, I hope audience yang dengar ni, especially from the UNISSA students, kamu sudah ampit membali lah bracelet daripada UKI. Pasalnya sudah habis pulang ni by now. Tapi itu tu, price range dia pun below $10. It's affordable seriously. Pasal yang macam high quality juga.
I think my favorite one itu yang cherry blossom kali tu, yang warna merah. So if you guys are interested, lihat saja lah our IG-nya.
Ya, banyak lagi tu if kamu kan lihat. Okay, so the next one is Shala Sok Sedekah Week. Basically Shala Sok Sedekah Week ni ada sudah dibuat oleh Fakulti of Syariah dan Undang-Undang. Diorang punya badan fakulti. So this one is actually every year diorang buat. So this one is like the new year kan tu, and then semester 2 for 2024. So dorang ada buat lagi another sedekah week. And then tapi benarnya alam pulang dorang start buat. Macam it's coming soon. So you guys, I think this is open to the public. So the audience yang lihat ni, if you guys are interested to datang to the Syarasok Sedekah Week, so please do datang. And again, if kamu mau updated information about the Sedekah Week, you guys boleh ikut check their Instagram page ara Syarasok. Okay, so if you guys mau know the updated information about the Sedekah Week, you guys can visit the Instagram page ara Syarasok. So di sana dorang will update lah bila dorang will buka kan di Sedekah Week tu, and then apa saja yang ada. So please itulah macam do support them because they work so hard on this juga.
Yeah.
The next event is apa Zwin?
Hesi.
Dorang ada buat this competition over December holidays, which is cybersecurity video contest.
Yes.
If kamu interested untuk lihat the videos yang join the program, ada tu arah Hesi punya Instagram, MPPUNISSA_Hesi.
So basically kan promo lah jo and macam advertise for Hesi, and then can give a shout out lah jo for Hesi because Hesi masa ni is the one yang paling active antara semua exco units. Really, macam antara semua exco units MPP, Hesi yang paling active masa ni. Dorang every month and every week macam ada apa saja dorang akan buat kan. Dari December guys, macam December tu tempat kami rehat, dorang buat event which is this event lah yang cybersecurity competition atau So, masa last Saturday, dorang sudah ada buat macam a forum jua for data, for the cyber security competition apa, and then data protection day ada jua. Sempena that day, which is data protection day, dorang ada buat this event lah macam tu. And then the winner ada juga competition, a video competition untuk macam raise awareness for the cyber security ataupun cybercrime. So dorang ada sudah announce the winner for that competition. So if you guys belum tahu lagi siapa winnernya, or kamu macam belum tahu, belum lihat any videos daripada the participants, so you guys boleh check saja their Instagram. Dorang semua sudah update di sana. So again, dorang punya Instagram page is MPPUNISSA_hasi. So be sure to visit their page lah siya tu for any more info pasal tu. Okay, so basically that's atu kali saja macam so far yang UNISSA sudah buat macam under UNISSA events. Yeah. Tapi kalau kamu macam curious lagi, if kamu macam terfikir maybe ada kaya lagi UNISSA ada buat events, you guys can just visit juga visit the official UNISSA Instagram page. Di sana dorang ada update every single thing yang updated pasal UNISSA. Tapi so far apa yang kami sudah explain itu ialah sudah the ongoing events yang masa ni to welcome 2024. Tapi just check sajalah official UNISSA page, Instagram page for any more information about UNISSA.
Alhamdulillah. So it's a wrap on our first episode into the world of Kurapa Podcast Zuin. So after we discussed many things today in our first episode of our Kurapa Podcast, so this is finally the end of our first episode. So dalam kesempatan ini kan gitu je lah, and then kan mohon maaf jua if sekiranya the first episode kamu lihat macam boring jua, macam kenapa boring ni, jangan satu jangan ni orang. Don't judge a book by its cover. So the first episode ini kami macam mau buat in a more simple setting, sama just direct setting lah saja, macam a conference kind of setting, because kami can just introduce to our beloved audience about our monthly podcast, and then sekarang just a warm up lah saja. So do expect more exciting and amazing topics yang akan kami kupas lagi nanti with our amazing guest speakers nanti. So stay tuned for the next episode jua lagi. Inshallah will be released by the end of January. So do expect more fun and
less awkward.
Yeah, less awkward episodes na after this. Kalau ada macam kamu rasa awkward tu. And then Zwin?
Absolutely. And to our fantastic listeners, we can't wait to be in your ears again in the next episode.
Yes. And then dalam kesempatan ini juga, we want to macam tell ataupun a huge shout out to the unsung heroes, which is the UKSKB team and UPK team, especially for media team UKSKB and media team UPK. Seriously, without dorang, kami indahkan dapat jayakan lah this Kurapa Podcast. So dorang semua ada with us in every behind the scenes and untuk menjayakan this one. So shout out to them, we love them very much.
So we're basically just the voices, and then they're the wizards behind
the curtain. And a big shout out to the previous MPPs sebenarnya. Kami mau shout out the previous MPPs sebenarnya. To be really honest with you guys, idea of this monthly podcast ini bukan originally from our idea sebenarnya, tapi from the previous generation of MPPs sebenarnya. So it's like a 2-generation gap.
Yeah,
dari MPP yang lepas and lepas. So we want to shout out the past MPPs for this amazing idea, and Alhamdulillah we dapat realisasikan you guys punya idea in 2024. So inshallah we will be doing a very good job and amazing job lah in conducting you guys punya idea in this podcast, in this Kurapa Podcast.
Hopefully this podcast will be continue after we bubar nanti.
Yes.
And then the next generation of MPP can take over.
Yes.
And then you guys will be able to listen to different topics the next MPP lah.
Yes, inshallah this Kurapa podcast ataupun this Mati podcast will be a new a new history ataupun a new habit, I think.
New legacy.
A new legacy for MPP dah. Something that turun-temurun from us, which is starting from us and then the MPP selepas ni to pick your curiosity lah untuk macam beritahu kamu about UNISSA stuff and semuanya. Okay, so before tu juga kami kan shout out juga. Banyak shout out ni guys bear with us. So we want to shout out the other exco units of MPP. Walaupun for now kan tadi kami mostly cakap pasal HESI saja. Pasal HESI yang aktif masa ni in doing many amazing events macam tu. Tapi for exco units yang lain pun dorang Masya Allah banyak sudah dia punya dedikasi in making UNISSA macam making amazing events. Contohnya USR, which is last year in 2023 dorang ada jayakan a big event which is Sukan Tahunan UNISSA. So a big shout out for them untuk menjayakan and untuk conducting a very big event and a successful event juga by USR macam tu. So the next shout out arah experience apa lagi?
I think UKTS, pasalnya dorang ada buat forums and then I think Maulid Akbar.
Masya Allah.
Yang dorang invite multiple IPTs untuk attend lah dorang punya event.
Yes, UKTS pun Masya Allah juga. And the next exco unit is UL. UL Masya Allah, dorang punya contribution and dedication untuk menjayakan UNISSA events is so tip top lah kan semua. So
dorang basically the backbone lah of MPP. Without dorang dah berjalan lah all the different events.
Benar. So walaupun dorang ada dalam punya specific event, tapi dorang ada kira every UNISSA events yang kamu lihat in UNISSA setakat ni, and then for every MPP events juga dorang will ada in every tu. Dorang will menjayakan lah every props apa dorang dah Masya Allah mantap. And then dorang ada buat this one operasi juga, which is operasi lost and found, operasi Lokatah. So adalah juga one of the contribution dorang kepada UNISSA, so that UNISSA students if dorang ada lost and found macam mana, if dorang ada kehilangan barang, dorang tidak perlu worry lagi, tidak perlu risau pasal team logistics dorang will macam adalah post dorang punya Instagram page and then will beritahu if dorang ada terjumpa any barang students macam tu. So that's one of their contribution juga, so shout out to them.
So next is UMK, which is Unit Media and Komunikasi. Dorang tu pun basically another backbone lah untuk MPP because dorang handle all the different videography, the photography of all the events, whether it's major atau minor events. So dari STU, dari MTU, dari Nagarajan, dan dorang turun lah semuanya.
Yes. So shout out juga to UMK team, which is both UL sama UMK, dorang backbone lah for each UNISSA events macam tu. So without dorang dua tu memang Indah complete lah for every UNISSA events tu. Okay, so the next exco unit is Uksasi, which is Hostelites punya exco. So dorang basically shout out to them juga untuk handle the Hostelite students, and of course dorang ada one big event juga masa last year in 2023 dorang ada buat macam bonding session or bonding event with dorang punya hostel students, which is namanya Itihad Day. And then Masya Allah that event pun macam many people have fun lah juga. Every UNISSA every Hostelites UNISSA students have fun. Macam dorang really had a good time like for the Itihad Day. So thank you for Uksasi for making ataupun conducting the same event for the fun of all.
And then next one is Uhia, which is handling all the antarabangsa students.
Yes.
So as you guys know, or you guys might not know lah, UNISSA ni ada not just Brunei students. We also have students from all over the world, dari Malaysia, Singapore, the different countries in Africa,
Indonesia,
Thailand,
even in Palestine, Gaza pun ada juga one of the students in UNISSA. So Uhia, shout out to Uhia and thank you juga for handling every masalah from the international students juga, if ada. And then stay tuned lah for every events lagi from these amazing exco units juga nanti. We will be explaining to you guys more with them juga as our guest speakers. So stay tuned lah for the episodes yang akan datang. Alright, after so many shoutouts today for so many amazing people that we shout out today, I guess it's the end of our first episode podcast for Wrap Podcast. So please stay tuned for other episodes yang akan kami post nanti. And then macam biasa, if you have any inquiries or if you are curious or if you want to know more about Wrap Podcast, just visit our Instagram page at MPPUNISSA_UPK and then MPPUNISSA_UKSKB. So we will be posting daily lah, macam if ada updated information about the next episode and apa the release date, we will be updating di sana lah macam tu. So please stay tuned. Okay, so before we say goodbye, dear listeners, ingat, berjarah, bercakap, berlureh, manfaat. So this is Kamalin speaking and this is Zain signing off. Take care everyone. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.